Have you read Plato's The Republic? Neither have I, but apparently PewDiePie has. Remember PewDiePie? The blonde-haired, blue-eyed, wise old philosopher?
Put him on into you, laddies!
Yep, that's him alright. Let's listen to some excerpts of what he had to say about this work.
He's saying that it pays off more to be unjust than to be just. And people who are unjust naturally progress in society, and justice is a restraint put on us, stopping our natural desires to progress. Is a just life superior to an unjust life? It's a question that they ask, and they want Socrates to prove it. And maybe you're thinking, well, finding the definition of justice, that's really not that interesting. At least first, when I heard about it, I wasn't completely engaged, but when you think about it in a broad sense, it really shapes everything in our lives. What is good, what is bad, what is right and wrong. Is being just better than being unjust? Why should you live an unjust life instead of an unjust life? I think it's a very interesting topic that I've never asked myself before. And Glaucon brings up a very interesting example. Glaucon says that justice is a social bond, a contract between people, which I think can make sense. Classic legends of Homer will be forbidden or censored in the city because the stories of Homer and other works show that dying as something really bad, and that's not beneficial for the city. Warriors need to be able to die for their state, and therefore he cannot allow that these work of fiction to be shaping the souls of the warriors. It's a lie told by the city to its citizens that they don't have any mother or father and that they came from the earth. That's right. And I think the purpose of this is pretty obvious. It's so that you would look at the state as your parent, and Socrates finds this very useful for the sake of patriotic view of the state and loyalty to the state. And there's similar ideas around housing. People should live together in these common areas and private households will not be allowed by anyone, even its rulers. So there's some pretty crazy ideas being proposed here.
Very interesting. It would appear that even in antique times, politicians were always up to some shenanigans. Very insightful indeed.
Please subscribe.